Father Abraham, how many sons? How many sons? God loved him so much that he looked past all that mess in his life. He forgave him and gave him a son. And now it becomes Israel. And now Israel, our king, is born out of. Our king was born out of a pimp. Huh? I'm sorry, I'm a street preacher. I just preach it where you can understand it, where you can get it, okay? I want you to understand how much God loves you. Watch this. Rahab. 2 spies go up to spy on Jericho. And Rahab was a prostitute. Okay? If she would have been in our day, she'd have been working a street corner somewhere. Huh? Rahab takes these 2 spies and hides them out. They're hid out, and because she hid them out, Joshua said, we're going to burn everything down in the camp, but Rahab's home, and Rahab, her family can go back to Israel with us, and that's what they did. If you look over in Matthew chapter 1, verse 5, real quick, right? I want to show you something really quick. I didn't study this, by the way. This wasn't my message. I wanted you to understand how much God loves you, but all this stuff is coming from God. Who's got Matthew 1, verse 5? This is the genealogy of Jesus Christ. I want you to see something. She's a prostitute. I want you to understand Rahab was a prostitute. Okay? I want you to understand Abraham was a pimp. I want you to understand that David was a murderer. Noah was a drunkard. Huh? Who's got it? Matthew 1 and 5. Read it to me real quick. Like.
Salmon fathered Boaz. By Rahab,
Stop.
Boaz fathered.
Stop. By who?
Rahab.
Who?
Rahab.
Was that not the prostitute?
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's a prostitute in the bloodline of Jesus Christ. That would be Jesus' great-great-great-great-grandmother. Huh? Hold on, wait a minute. That don't sound right. That just don't sound right. There's a prostitute in the bloodline of Jesus Christ. But yet, God loved her so much, he pulled her out of all that mess. He saw her heart. And he pulled her out of all that mess. And now she's in the genealogy of Jesus Christ. What I'm trying to tell you is you get out here on the streets and you're doing all your gangbanging and you're doing all your trash talking and all your weed selling and all your dope smoking and you're doing all your drinking and you're doing all this stuff that you think God can't forgive you of. What I'm trying to tell you is all the mess that's in your life. God loves you so much he's looked past all that mess and he just wants you to come to him. He just wants you to understand how much he loves you. He don't care about all the mess in your life. What he cares about is your soul. And he loves you so much, he just wants you to come to him. And what you got to understand is the love of Christ is going to draw you out. I can sit here all night long and tell you, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. But that's not what's going to bring you out of it. What's going to bring you out of it is understanding how much God really loves you. How precious you are before him. The word precious means rare. Did you know that? I have a precious wife. In my eyes, she's very rare. There is none like her. There is no other woman in this world that could ever match up or meet up to the standards of her. I could never see myself being with anybody else because she's so rare, she's so precious. And I take that and I multiply that times 10, times 10, times 10, how I feel about her. And that don't even magnify to what God feels about me. Does that make sense? You love your children? The love you have for your children is great, isn't it? You go to the end of the world for them, you do anything you could do. But you know what? If you take that love and multiply it 10 times 10 times 10, and it will never compare to the love of Christ. We ain't even tapped into the surface of how much God loves us. I heard Bill Johnson say you can't even scratch the surface of what we've already learned here on earth according to what else is out there. You know, every time I read the Bible, I get golden nugget. I think I've read the whole Bible probably 40 or 50 times in the past year. You know, it's just like constantly reading that Bible, And every single time I read it, I find a new golden nugget. We ain't even scratched the surface of how much God loves us. God's looked past all of your mess in your life. And yet he still loves you. He's seen your failures. He's seen last week when you messed up. He's seen yesterday when you messed up. He's seen last night when you said the cuss word. He's seen all that. But his love is unconditional. There is no love outside the love of Christ. Am I making sense? Well, Brother Richard, what about all the sin in my life? Love covers a multitude of sins. Oh my God. God loves you so much. Do me a favor. Did J.R. go to the bathroom? He's stuck outside.